Okay, thank you for joining us. My name is Song Bae, and today's webinar is titled Getting Started with ChamberForge. This webinar is about is for the first-time users that are new to ChamberForge, and it's just getting started to installing the app and tracking leads with their group, things like that. So we're going to cover basics today. We're going to cover how to use the mobile app, and then we'll also cover how to use the web version of the ChamberForge. The mobile app and website, they work together, but there are a lot more features that you can do on the website. On the mobile app, the features are currently limited. So we'll cover the website, and then we'll also cover how to look at the reports, which is available to all the members of all the lead sharing groups. So we'll get started with the mobile app. So usually, if you're a first-time user and you just joined the lead sharing group, normally you get an invite from your group leader. So this is the website, ChamberForge website, that all the leaders, group leaders, and group members have access to. So what the group lead does when a new member joins their group is come into the members page, click on Add New, and then type the information of the new member in there, including the name, email, and company name. And when they click on Save, this process will send out an invitation email to the new member, and it will send an email like, hey, you've been invited to ChamberForge by so-and-so, and click here to create an account. So once you click on that email and create an account on ChamberForge, you can access this website, and you can also access the mobile app. The mobile app, if you haven't installed it already, you can just go to Apple's App Store or Google Play and just type in ChamberForge. It's one word. Some people use two words. There's no space between Chamber and Forge. And you'll be able to find the app and install it on your phone. So once you install it, you can log in using the same credentials that you used when you created an account. And once you log in, you'll see your group. So usually, you'll see one group here. But for me, this screen, I belong to different groups. Some are test groups. This is for the testing and development purpose only. So usually when the members install the app and log into the app, they'll usually see one group here. Now, if they do belong to different groups, such as committees within the chamber, or maybe two different lead sharing groups, you'll see all the groups that you belong to on this screen. So first thing we'll cover is looking up members' information and guest information. So let's say that the group that I belong to is called My Awesome Lead Group. So you click into it, and then you'll see a few menus, 5 menus for your group.
Excuse me, I need to ask a question.
Sure.
What's the name of the website for ChamberForge or the URL, so I can type it in and go to it?
Sure, it's ChamberForge.com.
Okay, thanks.
So maybe, let me show you. So when you type in www.chamberforge.com,
okay, got it.
Yep. It will pull up the ChamberForge website, and then you can click on this button on the top right, sign in. and there you can register and create an account. So back to the app. Now when I click on members, here I can see all the members in my group. And when you click on each person's name, you can see their photo, name, company, email, and phone number, and other types of information. So this allows you to quickly, if you don't have all the members' information, all their business cards, you can quickly open up ChamberForge app and call them or reach out to them, send them an email. And that same works for guest information as well. So if the group has been collecting the guest information and putting that information into the ChamberForge, all the guest information will be loaded up here. So here's a sample guest information that I created before. And keep in mind that at the moment, you cannot add new guests through the mobile app, but this is one of the features that we're going to be adding pretty soon, so that you can invite new guests from the app. And benefit of doing that, instead of just sending them email, is the guest information will be collected into the database, and the guests will receive an automated email a day prior to the meeting with the details about the meeting, such as meeting location, meeting time. So it acts as kind of like a CRM tool for guest members. Now, if you want to add new guests, you can do that through the website at the moment. So to add new guests, when you log in, you'll see that group that you belong to. This is the group that we're looking at right now, My Awesome Lead Group. And same information that you were seeing in the app. You click on members, you'll see all the members here. And then the menu down here is guest. And just click on add new, and then just type in their information. The guest name, email, and if they're invited to a specific meetings, you can also select it from here. Now this is empty, and there's a menu called meetings where you can add a new meeting. So let's say that we have a meeting, Wednesday next week, July 25th. Click on save. So meetings at the moment, these are created by the group leaders. So what they can do is just come in here and then create, meetings for next month or two. And now when you come to the guest page, add new, you'll see that the meeting has been loaded in this drop-down list. So you can invite a guest member to a specific meeting, and then invited by, you can select your name. Let's go ahead and just create a test guest information. Say the guest name is John Smith at ChamberForge.com. And John has been invited to July 25th meeting, invited by Song Bae, John Smith Company, and just click on save. Now John Smith information has been entered here. And then when you open up the app and go to guest, John Smith information will be loaded here. So there's going to be, over a period of month or year, all the members in the group, they'll be entering guest information in here. And if you want to go back to any time period in the past and access guest information, for reaching out to them, you can just come in here and then find their information. So that covers the members and guests.
That's all?
And next, we'll look at the referrals. So let's say that that I received a referral from another member in my group. So let's say that Jason gave me a referral, and I'm just going to create a test referral here. Jason gave a referral to Song Bae, and let's say this took place yesterday, July 16th. In the description field, this is totally optional, but you can, include lead information. Justin, lead phone 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a great lead for you, Song. And then just click on save. Right. So here's the entry that was created. So one thing to keep in mind is that this ChamberForge at the moment is a tracking tool, and it is not meant to replace your current process of giving referral to someone. So when this entry was created, Jason, giving referral to Song, the process of giving referral, the referral was already given to Song Bae last week or something, and Jason came in here and created this entry to report to the group that, hey, I gave a referral to Song Bae. So whatever process you have giving referrals, either through the phone call or in person or email, we would like you to continue, doing that, and then just come in here and then just create an entry. Because at the moment, this doesn't send out any notifications to Song Bae or anything, right? Moving forward, we've been getting a lot of feedback saying that, hey, we would like maybe ChamberForge to be the primary channel to pass referrals to each other. So that's something that we're looking at, adding new features to facilitate that process. But at the moment, we would like you to send an email or phone call, whatever process you have in place. And keep in mind that ChamberForge is only for tracking purpose. So now, if I go to referrals in the app, there are two tabs here, given and received. So given, these are the referrals that I gave to the group, and these are the referrals that I received from the group. So here's the entry that I just created, a referral that I received from Jason. And when it's first created, the status will be showing active. That's the very initial status of the lead. And when I open it, it has all the information, the date, status is active, and then additional information that I added in there is all showing up here. And now at this point, let's say that I'm working on this referral for next week or 2 weeks, and this referral turned into business for me. So I'll come into the app, and I'll report that this referral turned into business. And to do that, open up this referral, and then there's two buttons down here. Report business one, or report referral lost. So if this turned into business for you, just click on this button. And for the date, just put in the date that this referral turned into business for you. Let's say it was today. And then for the amount, this is an optional field, but you can put any dollar amount for this referral and just click on submit. And then it says business closed successfully reported. And now if I go back to received tab, it's going to show that this referral, the status is showing 1. And now let's say, I'm going to create another referral from Jason to myself. And I think I hear some noise in the background, so if you're not asking any questions, I'd ask that you put yourself on mute. Thank you. And here's the referral that I just created, and it's showing active. Now let's say that this didn't turn into business. I lost this lead, and then you just click on this referral lost. And then the status for this referral has been updated appropriately. So this is how you handle referrals. So one thing to note is that when I change the status to business won or business lost, Jason will get a notification on his app and also on email notifying him that, hey, Jason, a referral that you gave to Song last week turned into business. So this keeps everyone in the loop as how the status changes for the referrals that they gave to the group. And next we'll cover how to create referrals. So I just showed you how to do that from the web. From the app, you can do the same thing. So you click on this plus icon. For the iPhone users, that plus icon is on the top right-hand corner. And then when you click on it, there are 3 menu items. First one is the report referral. Second one is report one-to-one. And third one is the sending a group email. So you just click on report referral. So here, I'm going to give a referral back to Jason. Let's say that I gave him referral Friday last week. Additional details. Lead name was I don't know, Danielle. Phone number is, click OK, and then click submit. And we'll say referral successfully reported. And now if I go back to the referral screen and then go to the referrals given tab, and now here's the referral that I just reported to Jason with the lead name, Danielle, and then phone number. And then you'll see that the initial status has been active. So now when Jason opens up his app, it's going to show up under the received tab. So that's how you report referrals that you gave to the group. So that covers the referrals, giving referrals and receiving referrals and change the referral status. Do we have any questions at this point? No questions? Okay. Next, we'll cover one-to-one meetings. So reporting one-to-one meetings is pretty straightforward, just like reporting referral. Click here, and then report one-to-one. And the first field, this is my information. And let's say that I had a one-to-one meeting with Jason last week. It was Thursday, 12. Any additional information, you can add it here. Great meeting. And then click submit. It says one-to-one successfully reported. And then here's the one-to-one meeting entry that I just created. So we get a question that, if two people have one-to-one meeting, and what if both people report? At the moment, we don't have a mechanism to filter out like duplicate entries, but that is something that we're working on. So for now, you can just edit, and if you just happen to see like duplicate entries from the web, you can just go ahead and delete it from there. So one thing to notice that, I forgot to cover one thing here in the referrals. So let's say that here's a referral that I gave to Jason. Now, if I want to edit the existing referrals, I can open up this referral, click on edit, and then let's say, the phone number was actually 99. You can edit it here. Also, you can come into the website and edit that information too. Just click on edit here, and then you can make changes. So that's one-to-one. Just make sure that we get questions about, hey, I cannot change the status of a referral. Usually when they're having that issue, it's because they're looking at the referrals that they gave to the group. You can only change the status of referrals that you received from the group, not the ones that you gave to the group. Because once I gave this referral to Jason, that referral now belongs to Jason. So I cannot change the status. The only person who can change the status of the referral is Jason. So that covers one-to-one referrals. And next, we'll look at sending a group email. Let's say that for any reason, you want to send an email to everyone in your group, and you can do that easily from the mobile app. Just go to send a group email, type in information. Let's say, let's have a happy hour next week. How about at a bar in Sterling? And you can just send it out, and it says email sent. Here's the email that I just that was sent out to the group. How about at a bar in Sterling? So that's how you quickly send out an email to the entire group. So if you have 20 members or 30 members in your group, this group email is very convenient to quickly send out an email to the group. And pretty much that covers the very limited feature that we have in the mobile app. But the features are expanding. We're working on adding new features. But that pretty much covers everything. Oh, the files here. This is where if any group keeps track of meeting minutes, or if there are any other documents, PDF files, or scanned business cards, you can upload them to under files. Just drop a file here, and then it will show up. It will be available to all the members to access from their app. So that covers the mobile app. How do you see mobile app? Do we have any questions at this point? No questions. Okay. And now we'll move on to the website, and then show you, kind of cover some of the features that are not available in the mobile app. So we covered, adding guests. Now the process of adding business one, converting a referral to business one from the website is slightly different. So if you feel more comfortable working on the website because the screen's bigger and the process of creating a referral, you just come to the referrals menu and then just click on add new and then just add it here. Now on this screen, because I for this test group that I created, I am the group lead, meaning that I can create a referral and I can just designate anyone here. Now if you as a member log in, this field from field will be automatically set to your name and you won't be able to change that. So you can only report referrals or one-to-ones for yourself only. Now to change a referral to business close, you come into this menu down here. So there's no like a status or anything for referrals. You just click on business closed, add new, and then you select the referral. So this is in the past, this business close has been this referral field has been optional, but now if you want to report business close, you have to select an existing referral. Sorry, I think there was a question here, or okay, got it. And then you can add amount information. Now this field here, associate meeting. Now if you want to associate this particular business close to a specific meeting, you can do that, but this field is optional. Say click on save. And there's the one that I just updated. So if you tie that to a specific meeting and you go to meetings and open up that meeting, you'll see that business close is showing up here. So really this is an optional field, optional information, but it's easier if you have like a multiple meetings dating back to last year and you want to find out, oh, who reported business closed on March 10th of this year. So you can always go back to that meeting and then reference which referrals were created during this reported at this meeting, or which business closed were reported here. This is just to tie information from meetings to referrals, business closed, things like that. Now, next I want to briefly cover a new feature that we just added. This is a discussion. This is like an online discussion board where you can, share, exchange ideas. It's like sending out a group email asking questions to the group, but here members can, create replies or post comments, things like that. So you can have like an active discussion going on. So if you create a discussion thread, this will automatically send out an email to everyone in your group, notifying that, hey, Songbei has started a discussion, so that they know and they can come into the discussion and then participate in the discussion thread. Discussions at the moment is only available to the website, but we're working on adding that discussion feature to the mobile app. A nice thing about having that in the mobile app is when you create a discussion thread, it's going to send an instant notification to everyone in the group, so everyone can receive real-time notification and then participate in the discussion thread. So that's the new feature we're working on. Next, we'll look at the reports. So the reports feature is available to everyone in the group. Here, you can see referrals that members give out to each other, how many referrals that members gave to the group, things like that. So the first field is the date. We can choose last 30 days, this month, this year, last year. These are predefined dates, but also you can specify custom range if you want to look at maybe like from May 1st to end of June. I want to look at the reports. So because this is a test group and I don't have a lot of data in here, I'm just going to click on everything. Show me everything this year, starting from January 1st to July 31st. And I want to look at the members report. I click on generate. This shows everyone in my group and their activities or contribution to the group. So this shows how many referrals that I gave to the group, how many guests I have invited into the group within this period, how many one-to-one meetings that I had, and then how many business closed that I reported to the group. If you have a lot of information showing on here, you can easily filter out. If I click on this legend. And down here, this is just a table showing all the numbers, just breakdown of everything. The report, you can also export this to PDF if you want to send this to your group or to your group leader. You just click on export to PDF. And then the same information that you were seeing there, it's in now PDF file. Next, we'll look at the referrals report. This shows all the referrals from for the group within this time period, when the referral was created, any additional information, and it also shows the status of the referral. Now this one has 30 entries, so 30 referrals. So you can go to different pages. Or if you want to search for one person, type their name here, Song. And then this shows all the referrals that were given by Song or received by Song. You can also export this to PDF. And then share with anyone in your group. The next one is the activity report. This one really shows what the entire activity has been like for this time period. So this, I think, could be helpful if you map out like entire year and then see what month, any particular activity has been high or low. It's kind of help you identify the month where activities are low or high, and then see if you can maybe, extract some insights from that. Where activities are low for guests, maybe for the next year around this time, you can have some happy hours or events, things like that, to increase the number of guests. But it's really up to you what you can get out of this, chart. And then the next one, the last one, is the attendance report. This shows for this period what the attendance has been like for all the members in your group. So this one showing, this is not showing everything because this depends on the meetings created on this page. So on the meetings page, I only created these 2 meetings, That's why there are only 2 meetings showing on this in this table for this time range. And the attendance rate is showing 0% because we haven't put in any attendance information. So let's say that for July 25th meeting, update attendance, that David Smith and myself have attended the meeting. So this updating the meeting information, this is actually only accessible to the group leads. So members cannot just come in here and then update this information. And let's go back to another meeting that we created in the past. And let's say David, Jason, and Songbei were here. And now if I refresh this members report, no, not the members report, the attendance report, this shows that Songbei was present at this meeting, and Songbei was also present on July 25th, and therefore he has 100% attendance rate. So again, same with the other reports, you can export this to PDF and then share with other members of the group. So that covers all the different types of reports. Pretty much everything for as a new member getting started with the ChamberForge. At this point, I'd like to take a break and see if anybody has any questions or can think of any other areas that I can cover.
Yes, my name is Dennis, and I've been listening to the whole thing and taking notes, but I'm having trouble getting into the website. So when this is done, I'd like to go through this with you. You keep saying that my password doesn't match, and it does, and my email doesn't match, and it does. So there's something I've done wrong, and I need to get that fixed. Sure.
Well, I'll get with you after this webinar, and then we'll sort that out.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. But if there are no questions, I'll go ahead and end this meeting. So this meeting has been recorded, and I'll uploaded this to the website, and you can also check out other webinars that have been recorded in the past. So you can go to webinars and then scroll down here. This webinar is that was recorded last week and have been uploaded. This one is titled Managing a Lead Sharing Group with ChamberForge. So if you ever become the lead of a lead sharing group and want to know how to manage members, adding new members or deleting members or managing meetings that we briefly covered today, this webinar covers all those things, all those topics needed for a group lead. So that's up there. We're also, if you go to the support page, we're creating little like 5-10 minute videos on very specific topic, and we're uploading them to this page as well. So for this webinar that we're having today, we're going to upload it up here for anyone who missed the webinar and then want to watch it later. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for attending today's webinar, and we'll hopefully you can use ChamberForge to generate more leads and really grow your lead sharing group. Thank you. Bye-bye.